When you hear about Malaysia in the international media, what's the first image that comes to mind? Perhaps a developing Asian nation struggling with politics, or just another tropical country filled with palm trees and humidity. But what if I told you that the Malaysia you see on the news or social media is just the surface, only half the truth? The real Malaysia is something the world rarely talks about, a place filled with heart, diversity, peace, and progress that most outsiders completely overlook. From the skyscrapers of Kuala Lumpur touching the clouds to the serene islands of Langkawi, from the deep cultural roots of Penang to the futuristic city of Putrajaya, Malaysia is a masterpiece that blends the old and the new. It's not just about what the media chooses to show, it's about what it hides. Media outlets often focus on controversies, politics, or crime stories because that's what sells headlines. But if you truly want to understand Malaysia, you need to step into the streets, talk to its people, eat its food, and feel its energy. Malaysia is not chaos, it's calm in the middle of diversity. It's not underdeveloped, it's evolving faster than many realize. So today, let's uncover the real Malaysia, the one that doesn't make it to the news, the one that tourists fall in love with, and the one that Malaysians are truly proud of. Stay with me till the end, and don't forget to subscribe to Wanderlust Ventures for more eye-opening global stories like this one. Media shows poverty, but Malaysia shows progress. When the media talks about Malaysia, they often highlight rural poverty or economic inequality. But here's the truth, Malaysia is one of Southeast Asia's fastest developing nations. The country's GDP per capita stands at around $13,000, putting it in the upper middle income category. Cities like Kuala Lumpur, Johor Bahru, and Penang are hubs of innovation, smart city technology, and digital entrepreneurship. Malaysia's tech industry is booming, with local startups and global companies like Intel, Dell, and Huawei investing heavily. Infrastructure. Absolutely world-class. From the futuristic Merdeka 118 Tower, the second tallest building in the world, to the country's well-connected expressways and modern airports, Malaysia's development is something many foreigners don't expect. The media loves to show the small problems, but the reality is that Malaysia is quietly turning into one of Asia's most advanced economies. Media shows division, but Malaysia shows unity. The international media sometimes paints Malaysia as a country divided by race and religion, Malay, Chinese, and Indian communities living separately. But anyone who's been here knows the truth, Malaysia is a living example of harmony in diversity. Walk through any Malaysian city, and you'll see mosques, temples, and churches existing side by side. You'll hear people switch between Bahasa Melayu, English, Mandarin, and Tamil in a single conversation. Festivals like Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, and Deepavali are celebrated by everyone, not just one community. The unity isn't fake, it's in the food, the friendships, and the everyday kindness that Malaysians show to each other. Yes, there are differences, but that's what makes Malaysia so beautifully unique. Something the media rarely chooses to highlight. Media shows corruption, but Malaysia shows courage to change. The headlines often scream about political scandals or corruption, but few talk about Malaysia's determination to rise above them. Over the years, Malaysians have demanded transparency and accountability, and reforms have been taking place across the government and business sectors. The Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MAC, has become more active, and citizens use social media to hold leaders accountable. The younger generation, especially, is politically aware and unafraid to speak the truth. Malaysia is not ignoring its problems, it's facing them. That's something many countries can learn from. Media shows danger, but Malaysia is one of the safest countries in Asia. You might think Malaysia is unsafe because of how the media portrays it, but the truth is far from that. In fact, Malaysia is considered one of the safest countries in Asia for both locals and foreigners. Crime rates have been decreasing for years, and major cities are equipped with surveillance systems and strict security. tourists can walk around Kuala Lumpur at night with confidence. According to the Global Peace Index, Malaysia ranks among the top 25 safest nations in the world, higher than some Western countries. So no, Malaysia isn't dangerous, it's welcoming, calm, and peaceful. Media shows pollution, but Malaysia shows natural paradise. Yes, the media sometimes talks about haze or pollution, but they forget to mention the breathtaking natural beauty Malaysia holds. From the rainforests of Borneo to the crystal-clear beaches of Perhentian Islands, Malaysia is a land of environmental treasures. The country is home to over 15,000 species of plants and some of the most exotic wildlife on Earth, orangutans, pygmy elephants, and hornbills. Malaysia has also been taking bold steps in ecotourism and sustainable development, ensuring its natural beauty remains untouched for future generations. The media may show smoke, but the real Malaysia is green, alive, and glowing with biodiversity. Media shows strictness, but Malaysia shows warmth and freedom. Foreign media sometimes portrays Malaysia as overly strict due to its religious laws. But what they fail to show is how welcoming and tolerant the society truly is. People of all backgrounds are free to practice their beliefs. Women work in leadership positions, foreign students study in Malaysian universities, and expatriates find the cost of living and lifestyle here far more comfortable than in most countries. Malaysia is modern yet deeply respectful of its traditions, a perfect balance that many nations struggle to achieve. Media shows third world, but Malaysia shows first-class living. If you've never been to Malaysia, you might imagine underdeveloped streets and poor infrastructure. But step into Kuala Lumpur, and you'll see designer malls, efficient metro systems, and high-tech buildings. Public healthcare is affordable and reliable, internet connectivity is excellent, and even smaller towns are digitally connected. For expats and retirees, Malaysia is one of the best countries to live in because of its low cost of living, tropical weather, and English-speaking population. This is not the third world the media talks about, it's a thriving, globally connected, and highly livable nation. Media shows tension, but Malaysia shows hospitality. The media often misses the human side of Malaysia, the kindness of its people. Malaysians are among the most hospitable and humble people you'll ever meet. Whether you're lost in a city or eating at a local stall, someone will always help you with a smile. Foreign travelers constantly say, "I came as a tourist but left as family." It's that spirit of hospitality that makes Malaysia so unforgettable. So if you're watching this, hit subscribe and comment below. Have you ever experienced Malaysian kindness yourself? Media shows Malaysia as unknown, but it's a hidden global gem. While other Asian nations like Japan, Thailand, or Singapore get constant global attention, Malaysia remains underrated. But maybe that's what makes it so special, it's authentic, not over-commercialized. It's a place where tradition meets innovation, where skyscrapers stand beside street markets, and where every meal tells a cultural story. Tourism in Malaysia has been growing rapidly, with millions visiting for its beaches, food, and warm culture. Yet, it still keeps its peaceful charm, something the media doesn't capture. Media shows problems, but Malaysians show pride. At the end of the day, no country is perfect. But what makes Malaysia special is its people's pride and resilience. Despite challenges, Malaysians stay united, hardworking, and proud of their homeland. They love their food, their festivals, their history, and their unique identity. This pride is something the world needs to see more often, because the Malaysia you see on TV is not the Malaysia that lives in the hearts of its people. See Malaysia with your own eyes. So the next time you read or hear something negative about Malaysia, take a moment to ask yourself, is that the full story? The truth is, Malaysia is not what the media shows you. It's better, brighter, and far more beautiful than most people imagine. It's a country with world-class cities, peaceful communities, incredible culture, and people who open their hearts to strangers. Instead of believing headlines, come and see Malaysia with your own eyes. Walk through the streets of Penang, enjoy the sunset in Langkawi, and talk to the locals in Kuala Lumpur. That's when you'll realize, the real Malaysia doesn't need loud promotion. It speaks through its people, its beauty, and its peace. If this video opened your eyes to the truth, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wanderlust Ventures for more stories that uncover the real face of our world.